Hello student, today it's our first class on green skills. In today's class, we'll explore session 1 sustainable development from the unit green skill. The world around us, our environment plays a vital role in everything we do, and at the same time, our actions impact the environment. We live in cities, but we depend on villages for food. Villages need things like forests, rivers and grasslands for water, fuel and animal food. Everything around us like the air we breathe and food we eat comes from the nature. We rely on natural resources for growing food, getting water and even energy. However, our actions are affecting the environment. As our society has grown, pollution has also increased. For example, better farming techniques use chemicals like fertilizer and pesticides to grow more food, but this harms the soil and environment. As we develop, we need to think about how we use natural resources. We must use them in a way that doesn't harm the planet or future generations. This is called sustainable use. If we use our resources wisely, we can enjoy a good environment today and ensure that future generation can do the same. Sustainable development. To keep your environmental healthy for future generation, we must use resources wisely and grow our economy responsibly. Are we planting trees or cutting down them? Are we saving water or polluting it? Are we using clean energy or burning wood and petrol causing pollution? Are we taking care of the nature so future generation can live well? Or are we only using up Earth's resources? If the answer to each question is the second option, then we are only thinking about our own needs and ignoring the future. This is not sustainable development, which means we should think about the planet's health for years to come. So what exactly is sustainable development? Sustainable development means meeting our needs today without hurting the ability of future generation to meet their needs. It ensures a balance between three key pillars: economic growth, environmental protection, and social well-being. Sustainable development is the kind of development that meets the needs of present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. This approach encourages us to consider how we use our resources today and how our action will affect the environment, society, and the economy in the future. To bridge the gap between what sustainable development is and why it's crucial, let's understand its significance. Importance of sustainable development. Economic development is advancing rapidly, leading to the overuse of resources faster than they can regenerate. As population and income rises, consumption grows, putting more pressure on natural resources and further harming the environment. To address this, society must shift to a new strategy that promotes growth without damaging the environment. Sustainable development is the solution, balancing economic progress with environmental protection. Each individual must practice sustainability, using resources wisely and responsibly. Sustainable development meets present needs without compromising future generations. For example, sustainable agriculture involves methods that promote environmental friendly farming, ensuring the production of crops and livestock without harming human or natural systems. This approach also aims to minimize the use of harmful chemicals, protecting soil, water, and biodiversity. Ultimately, the importance of sustainable development lies in securing a healthy planet for ourselves and those who come after us, ensuring that growth does not come at the cost of Earth's natural balance. Problems related to sustainable development. As we focus on sustainable development, we must address the problems that make achieving sustainable challenging. Three major issues related to sustainable development are First, food. The amount of fertile land for growing crops like wheat and rice is decreasing as we use more land for other purposes. Additionally, soil nutrients are being depleted and the overuse of chemical fertilizer is damaging the soil. Second is water. We rely on fresh water from rivers and ponds for drinking and cleaning. But by dumping garbages into these water sources, we are polluting them. If this continues, we may run out of clean water in the future. Third is fuel. The excessive cutting of trees for fuel and construction is impacting the environment. Deforestation leads to extreme weather conditions like floods, heat, or cold, which affect the lives of people living in those areas. To solve these problems, we can use cleaner energy sources like solar power. A good example is the Charanka Solar Park in Gujarat, India. It is one of the largest solar power plants in the country with 600 megawatt of solar energy. Solar energy is a clean and safe option compared to coal, gas or oil because it doesn't pollute the air. By using solar power, Charanka Solar Park helps reduce harmful gases that cause climate change. Sustainable development is about creating a balance between growth, environmental care, and resource conservation. Few of the core practices involved in sustainable development are: number 1, reducing resource use and enhancing conservation. Use resources wisely and avoid wasting them. This helps preserve nature and ensure resources are available for future generations. Second, recycling and reusing waste. Recycling and reusing materials reduce waste, lower energy use, and minimize pollution. Third, scientific management of renewable resources. Efficiently manage renewable resources like forests and water to ensure they regenerate and support long-term needs. Fourth, planting more trees. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, produce oxygen, and help prevent soil erosion, supporting biodiversity and climate regulation. So, we need to plant more trees. Fifth is green spaces between buildings. Adding parks and plants in cities make the air cleaner, gives people place to relax, and helps animals live. Sixth, using eco-friendly or biodegradable materials. Shift to materials that decompose naturally, reducing pollution and environmental harm. Seventh is adopting eco-friendly technologies. Use energy-efficient and renewable technologies such as solar power and electric vehicles to reduce resource consumption and pollution. These steps will help ensure a sustainable future, protecting resources for us and for future generations. The problems related to sustainable development emphasize the importance of the Sustainable Development Goals, which focus on addressing these challenges to ensure a more sustainable future. The Sustainable Development Goals, also known as SDGs, are a global effort to end poverty, protect the environment, and ensure that everyone can live in a peace and prosperity. The SDGs were introduced at the United Nations in September 2015 as part of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. This plan sets clear goals for countries to reach by 2030. There are 17 SDGs, each focusing on important issues like poverty, gender equality, water use, energy, climate change, and protecting nature. To achieve these goals, countries are creating policies that encourage sustainable practice in all areas of life, ensuring a better future for everyone. To contribute to the environment, key skills include environment awareness and a willingness to learn about sustainable development. By taking responsibility in our daily lives at home, school, or work, we can help protect the environment and support those around us. Small, conscious action can make a big difference in creating a sustainable future. The SDGs provide a blueprint for global collaboration and action, guiding efforts to create a more equitable, sustainable world. By developing environmental awareness and taking responsibility, individuals can actively participate in sustainable development initiatives that promote a healthier, more sustainable world. Innovative solutions are playing a key role in addressing environmental challenges. When plastics were banned in Mangalore, Mr. Avast Hegre, an innovator and entrepreneur, created a 100% biodegradable bag that dissolves in hot water and decomposes naturally. This eco-friendly alternative is now used in many countries, helping to reduce plastic pollution. Similarly, Narayan Tisipati introduced edible cutlery made from grains, offering a sustainable alternative to plastic spoons and forks. The spoons can be eaten or will decompose in the soil, enriching it naturally. These innovative ideas are prime examples of how sustainable development initiatives can provide practical solutions to pressing environmental issues. Sustainable development initiatives such as eco-friendly innovations and policies are closely linked to sustainable processes. Sustainable processes like organic farming, vermi-composting, and rainwater harvesting are essential for preserving the environment. Organic farming avoids the use of chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Instead, farmers use natural fertilizers like cow dung to grow crops, which result in chemical-free produce and helps maintain soil quality for future generations. This practice is a true example of sustainable development where resources are used wisely and preserved for the long term, benefiting both the environment and society. So student, in today's class, we have learned about Session 1 Sustainable Development from the chapter Green Skills. We discussed about what is sustainable development, importance and problems related to sustainable development, what are sustainable development goals, and also about sustainable development initiatives and processes. In our next class, we'll discuss Session 2, our role in sustainable development. Till then, stay focused and keep learning.